the issue that we're dealing with. And also, it would be the DREAM Act, the federal DREAM Act, which would offer taxpayer subsidized benefits to illegal aliens. We need to move away from magnets, not offer more.
Let's broaden it out. Governor Romney, where do you stand? Are you with the speaker that some of those illegal immigrants, I think he didn't say all, some of them, if they have roots, they belong to a church, for example, should be allowed to stay in this country?
Look, amnesty is a magnet. When we have had in the past programs that have said that if people who've come here illegally are going to get to stay illegally for the rest of their life, that's going to only encourage more people to come here illegally. The right course for our immigration system is to say we welcome people who want to come here legally. We're going to have a system that makes that easier and more transparent, but to make sure we're able to bring in the best and brightest. And by the way, I agree with the speaker in terms of I'd staple a green card to the diploma of anybody who's got a degree of math, science, a master's degree, PhD. We want those brains in our country. But in order to bring people in legally, we've got to stop illegal immigration. That means turning off the magnets of amnesty, in-state tuition for illegal aliens, employers that knowingly hire people that have come here illegally. We welcome legal immigration. This is a party. This is a party that loves legal immigration. But we have to stop illegal immigration for all the reasons the questioner raised, which is it is bringing in people who in some cases can be terrorists. In other cases, they become burden on our society. And we have to finally have immigration laws that protect our border, secure the border, turn off the magnets, and make sure that we have people that come to this country legally to build our economy.
Just to be precise, and I'll give Speaker Gingrich a chance to respond. Are you saying that what he's proposing, giving amnesty in effect, or allowing some of these illegal immigrants to stay, is a magnet that would entice others to come to this country illegally?
There's no question. But the saying that we're going to say to the people who've come here illegally that now you're all going to get to stay, or some large number are going to get to stay and become permanent residents of the United States, that will only encourage more people to do the same thing. People respond to incentives. And if you can become a permanent resident of the United States by coming here illegally, you'll do so. What I want to do is bring people into this country legally, particularly those that have education and skill that allows us to compete globally.
I do not believe that the people of the United States are going to take people who've been here a quarter century, who have children and grandchildren, who are members of the community, who may have done something 25 years ago, separate them from their families, and expel them.
No, we'll kick them all out.
If you've been here recently and you have no ties to the U.S., we should deport you. I do believe we should control the border. I do believe we should have very severe penalties for employers. But I'd urge all of you to look at the Kriebel Foundation plan. I don't see how the party that says it's the party of the family is going to adopt an immigration policy which destroys families that have been here a quarter century. And I'm prepared to take the heat for saying, let's be humane in enforcing the law without giving them citizenship, but by finding a way to create legality so that they are not separated from their family.
Governor Perry, are you with the speaker or with the governor, Governor Romney?
Here we go again, Mitt. You and I standing by each other again, and you used the words about the magnets, and that's one of the things that we obviously have to do is to stop those magnets for individuals to come in here. But the real issue is securing that border. And this conversation is not ever going to end until we get the border secure. But I do think that there is a way that after we secure that border, that you can have a process in place where individuals who are law-abiding citizens, who have done only one thing, as Newt says, 25 years ago or whatever that period of time was, that you can put something in place that basically continues to keep those families together. But the idea that we're having this long and lengthy conversation here until we have a secure border is just an intellectual exercise. You've got to secure the border first. And I know how to do that. I've been dealing with it for 10 years. And we have to put the boots on the ground and the aviation assets in place and secure that border once and for all and be committed to it.
Let me let Governor Romney respond.
Yeah, I don't disagree with what Governor Perry indicated. Certainly we have to secure the border, And we talk about people who've been here 25 years. That is the extreme exception.
You would let them stay?
Not the rule.
You would let them stay?
I'm not going to start drawing lines here about who gets to stay and who gets to go. The principle is that we're not going to have an amnesty system that says the people who come here illegally get to stay for the rest of their life in this country legally. The answer is we're going to have a system that gives people who come legally a card that identifies them as coming here legally. Employers are going to be expected to inspect that card, see if they're here legally. On that basis, we're going to be able to bring into this country the number of people that we need to power our industries, whether that's agriculture or high tech. We welcome people in here with visa programs. We have a whole series of legal programs. But the idea of focusing a Republican debate on amnesty and who we're going to give it to is a huge mistake. Secure our border, protect legal immigration, and return to a system that follows the law.
You know how I know that Romney's a robot? He's afraid of magnets. Same with Perry. He's afraid of magnets as well. What's a computer's greatest physical threat? A magnet. It'll fry their hard drives.